Hello and welcome to the Daily Millwall for Saturday the 1st of May 2021. Today was match day and it went as I expected. If you saw yesterday's video, you'll know that I predicted Millwall will win by 4-1 or 5-1, and it came in. It was a 45-1 bet and it happened, and that's what happens at the end of the season. These strange score lines happen. But Bristol City are a very poor team. They're in very, very poor form. And I thought we would win 4-1, and we did. And you can see there, Jed Wallace in 5 minutes, Scott Malone 31, Billy Mitchell 52, and then Tom Bradshaw 58. And they got a goal back between. They made it 1-1, and then we just kept on going. So this is SkySports.com. It's a match report. The game says Lions front, Robins at the Den. Billy Mitchell scored his first senior goal for Millwall, who finished off their home season in style with 4-1 victory over hopelessly out-of-form Bristol City. Jed Wallace, Scott Malone and Tom Bradshaw also scored in the Lions' first win in 5 games, which took them above Luton and into 11th place in the Championship. It could have been a day to remember for teenage striker Tommy Conway, who also opened his account at senior level to counter out Wallace's opener, but this was only the bright point for the Robins, who dropped to 19th on our winless in 9. Millwall were ahead inside 5 minutes when a long ball by captain Jay Cooper led to a situation where there were 3 home attackers against 1 Bristol City defender. Wallace clinically made the most of it by advancing into the area down the right before powering a shot across Max O'Leary and into the bottom corner. The Robins drew level in the 16th minute, however, as 18-year-old Conway beat Bartosz Białkowski to Henry Lansbury's through ball and rounded the Mill goalkeeper to score in an empty net. Don't know what Bart was doing there when he came all the way out of the area, when nearly bumping into Jay Cooper. He didn't get injured or injure Jay Cooper, and then their player just had a free shot on goal because the goal was empty. Let's carry on. It says Conway should have scored his second after 28 minutes when he miscued wide after Casey Palmer had laid the ball perfectly into his path. Millwall were instead back in front just after the half-hour mark, and Danny McNamara's cross flicked off a defender into Malone's path, and he fired his effort in off the post. The Lions were repeatedly getting in down the right, with Wallace putting McNamara through for a good chance 4 minutes before half-time, with O'Leary having to beat his shot away. But it was 3-1 7 minutes into the second half, just after Bradshaw's header had been cleared off the line, as young midfielder Mitchell buried a terrific shot into the top corner. Cooper then bent a shot high and wide as the visitors continued to struggle to defend set pieces, and they then shot themselves in the foot to gift Millwall a fourth. Robins captain Thomas Callas lost control 30 yards from his own goal, allowing Bradshaw to dispossess him, run through unopposed and finish into the bottom corner to put the result to bed after 58 minutes. It threatened to get even more embarrassing for Nigel Pearson's side as Malone lashed over from Wallace's back heel before Bradshaw headed McNamara's cross straight out of O'Leary. The season cannot end soon enough for the Robins. Antoine Semenyo dragging a shot wide from 25 yards in the final 10 minutes to round off a miserable afternoon for them in South London. What the manager said. Millwall's Gary Rowett said, "I appreciate every set of fans of a club and a team would always think that their fans are not the most important, but a lot of people I've spoken to have said it feels such a weird place at the Den without fans. It's almost eerie. There are a lot of places that don't feel quite so bad, but for us it's just the real emptiness. It's been a challenge, it's been a difficult season, but I think there have been a lot of positives, a lot of plus points, and I think this team has shown a lot of progress over the 18 months since we joined. I think next season is a great opportunity for us to take that to the next level, if possible with our fans there." That was a fantastic advert for their attitudes, because right from the off they made sure their mentality was strong. And Bristol City's Nigel Pearson said, "Another day where we were not good enough. There were too many individual mistakes, not enough collective resistance against a side who I thought played really well. We had our opportunities, but unfortunately we were once again allowed our opponents to score far too easily, and that is a big problem for us at the moment. Their first goal comes because we didn't track runners. If you've seen where the runners came from, they came from the other side of our players. They just don't track runners. They bring everybody back from set plays, and there's nothing else to say apart from players who let people run past them. It's not good enough. We have an opportunity to make changes this year. Days like today help you to make your mind up on people. So, Nigel Pearson not happy with his team there, calling, looks like he's going to be getting rid of a few. And Gary Rowett is missing the fans. Got more words from Gary Rowett now. This is from news@den.co.uk. It says Millwall manager reveals he almost took off midfielder before his first goal in senior football. Millwall manager Gary Rowett feels Billy Mitchell can be a regular goal threat from midfield after seeing the youngster get off the mark in his senior career against Bristol City. Mitchell, 20, scored the Lions' third in the 4-1 win against Nigel Pearson's side. Jed Wallace put Millwall in front before Tommy Conway equalised. Yeah, I'm going to skip. And he says he was good again, Bill. Rowett said, I nearly took him off at one point in the second half because he'd been booked and made another foul. And I just didn't want to lose the game by going down to 10 men, really. He's been excellent again. He'll have plenty of opportunities to play in front of fans, I'm sure. And he'll know how important performances like this are to someone like him to make sure that he gives himself a chance of being in a strong position next season when the fans do come back. He's got the energy to get in those forward positions. I think we've seen it again, where Jed playing in a wider position, he's not an out-and-out striker. He hasn't played there all season, gets 11 goals, and we need players that are going to be in similar numbers. Rowett also praised Bradshaw, who scored his 4th goal of the season and impressed recently. Rowett said, to be fair to Bradders, a lot of credit to him. The last couple of games, he's come back into the fold, having not been involved that much. And I think he's been really bright. His performances have been excellent, and I'm glad he got the goal today because he's been unfortunate in a few moments where he just hasn't quite found that little bit of extra quality to finish. But he has been recently, and I'm really pleased for him. And moving on again to Rowett said something about Scott Malone. What did he say about Scott Malone? Looks like a deal could be getting done. Here you go. There's Scott Malone there. Millwall boss reveals they are closing in on a defender deal. Gary Rowett has revealed that Millwall are quite close to a deal for wingback Scott Malone following Saturday's 4-1 win over Bristol City. Malone netted his 6th goal of the season as the Lions ended their 2nd consecutive Den campaign with a 4-1 victory. The on-loan Derby man has started 41 matches in all competitions, impressing both offensively and with a number of solid defensive performances. Asked about his performance, Rowett said, I think we're quite close to a deal. Scotty's been excellent for us and he's one we'd like to get tied up. From the wing-back position, he scored 6 goals, and that's where, with a few more goals elsewhere in the team, would have been even higher this year. He's done his bit and he's been fantastic. So Rowett saying he thinks they're close to a deal. So how close are they? And we'll see. It would be nice if he signed. Yeah, I think he does make a difference. He's a very good player. So excellent result today, 4-1. Thank you for watching this video. Goodbye.